Now to your community focus, a good one on a Friday, by the way. How does a 4-day work week sound?
Pretty good.
Where do I sign? All right, well, a lot of us did have one this week because of the 4th of July holiday on Monday. Iceland, however, looked at the long-term impacts of a shorter work week.
And the results of the study were released this week, and guess what? They were positive. But would it work here in the U.S.? I took the question to Johnson & Wales College of Business professor Roger Achille. Here's part of our conversation. So I guess my first question is, why do we have the current system of a 5-day, 8-hour-a-day work week in place in the U.S.? What's the history of that?
Well, it's been around for some time, maybe almost a century, Kim. Many people point to Henry Ford and the Ford Motor Company back in the 1920s implementing one of the first 5-day work weeks. Prior to that, you had to work the amount of days that your employer required you to. And 8 hours came about in the 1940s. Congress passed a law, the overtime laws, where over 40 hours you receive time and a half. So for almost a century now, we've had the paradigm of 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
And I think the thing that has everyone buzzing right now is the study out of Iceland. Over 4 years, they looked at, I believe, more than 2,500 workers who worked reduced hours, about 35 or 36 hours a week, 4 days a week. And they found, without a pay cut, the workers were happier and they didn't lose any productivity. So how would this type of setup impact, let's start with employers. How would it impact employers here in the U.S. if we adopted something like this?
Well, some of the U.S. employers, Kim, are already implementing a 4-day work week for some positions. It's not a new concept. I would caution the viewers to automatically adopt many of the conclusions that we find in the Iceland trial. As you said, it was over a 3-year period, but they observed 2,500 workers, a relatively small amount of workers, and their country is quite different than our country. Their total workforce is approximately 200,000 people. They're 80% unionized, and their primary industries are fishing and tourism. So here in the U.S., we have 157 million in our workforce, only 10% unionized, and our economy certainly is more expansive than Iceland. So before we start drawing the same conclusions for here in the U.S. as they did in Iceland, we have to put it into context.
And how do you think it would impact a worker from the perspective of the employee? Do you think, I've got to imagine that most people would be in favor of it, but what does your expertise say about that?
Well, no one, will argue with a one less day to go to work, right? So right there, it's a reduction from 5 days to 4 days, more time spent with your family, longer weekends, less travel expenses, less commuting expenses, etc. But I think what needs to be focused on is what was the reason for the 4-day work week reduction. If, for example, and I've seen many proponents for the 4-day say it will result in a less stressful work week, well, if 4 days just means you need to produce as much as you did during the 5 days, then that may end up compounding the situation and making it more stressful. Also, if you have poor management or inefficiencies already in existence, reducing it down to 4 days may not help anyone. So I think what first has to be determined is what is the reason for the 4-day reduction. But I'm sure no one will argue with an extra day off.
Certainly lots to think about. I'm sure a lot of folks at home are hoping and praying for a 4-day work week, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. Roger, thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.